Chapter 5, Get Rid of It. Saturday morning, I tackled the beast, literally. I waited until Mom was working in her office and Dad was vacuuming. I found a cardboard box in the garage and borrowed a roll of packing tape. I pushed Staggy into his box, shut the window and the door, and turned on the radio loud. Then I dressed in my torn sweatshirt and pulled my ragged pajama pants over my jeans, strapped on my bike helmet, and pulled on Mom's leather gardening gloves. I tried to pretend I was a brave gladiator, but I didn't feel very brave when I pushed the dresser away from the closet doors. Mostly I felt queasy. I squared my shoulders, picked up my box, and tried to feel tough. Slowly, I eased open the closet doors a crack. Maybe the beast was sleeping and I could track him easily. But suddenly, he was smashing against the door, screeching and clawing. When I didn't open them any further, he roared with fury and launched himself at the doors again. He pulled back and threw himself at them, over and over. The rhythm gave me an idea. I set the box right by by the opening, and waited. He smashed against the doors, drew back, and smashed again. When he drew back once more, I opened the door so that instead of hitting the doors, he flew right past them, right into the box. Yes! I flipped over one flap, then turned the box upright and scrambled for the others. He clawed past them. I pushed him in and pulled down another flap. He ripped at my gloves, but the leather protected me. He tried again, higher this time, and tore a gouge down my wrist. I stifled a scream, shook him off, and pushed him back down again. Then I held all four flaps in place with one hand while I groped for the packing tape with another. I tugged off a leather glove with my teeth and held the tape between my knees while I tried to find the end. My other hand was fighting to keep the beast in the box. Finally I stood, with one foot on top of the box so I could get both hands on the roll of tape. I ran my fingers around and around the roll until I found an end. I picked it loose and unrolled a length of tape. Kneeling, I started strapping up the box. The beast sank his teeth into my bare fingers as they passed by the opening between the flaps. I poked him in the eye with my other hand, and he let go with a shriek. Quickly, I taped up the opening. Then I wrapped tape around and around the box. Feeling clever, I wiped the blood off my hands with a tissue and snuck down the stairs with the shrieking box. I carried it out to the garbage bin outside the back fence and dropped it into a can with a thump. You can go live at the dump, I thought. There'll be lots of food and it'll be far from me. I banged down the lid on the can, dropped the lid of the bin, and bounced back to the house. I had done it. I was free of the beast. I hung out in my room all morning. I cleaned up the closet floor, opened the windows, and I let Staggy wander. He wouldn't go near the closet, but he loved exploring the rest of the room. After lunch, I took him out to the yard. He feasted on dandelion greens, tiny shoots of chives, and long crabgrass spears. Together, we explored the garden, finding every plant that was pushing its way out of the dirt. We had a great day. After dinner, Mom took out the garbage and came back fuming. A dog has torn apart the garbage bags and strewn garbage all over the place. And I have 19 tax returns to finish. Dad looked over his shoulders at her, his hands in the kitchen sink, washing dishes. Lucas can do it. Take a big green garbage bag, will you? Just bag up everything. You can wear gardening gloves if you want. Then make sure the bin lid is down. I stood immobile in the middle of the kitchen. I was pretty sure no dog had dug around in our garbage bin. Lucas, Mom shook me. Go ahead. You're old enough to help with gross chores. I looked up at her with huge eyes. But, Mom... What? Dad and I are both busy. Don't you think you can do it? She raised her eyebrows, making it perfectly clear what the right answer was. No, I'll do it, I said, my voice weak. Dad smiled as he turned back to the dishes. He didn't say anything to save me. I armed myself again with a torn sweatshirt, a garbage bag, and leather gloves. I didn't think they'd understand the bike helmet. I just had to hope that the beast was long gone. He was. I could see where he had chewed open the cardboard box, and I could see from how far the garbage was flung across the alley that he was really, really angry. But I couldn't figure out how he had opened the garbage bin lid. Was he really that strong? That thought left me shaking as I hurried to pick up the garbage. I wanted to get back inside before he knew I was out there. I was almost done when Kyle walked by. "Ah, the garbage boy," he said with a nasty smirk. "Were you a bad boy? Parents make you do the nasty job?" I just ignored him and leaned down to pick up the last crumpled paper. Kyle was stepping closer when he heard our back door shut. He turned and walked away, muttering, "About time too, spoiled brat." He thought I was spoiled. I didn't have a computer or a TV in my room, not like lots of kids. I wasn't spoiled. I glared as he walked down the alley, cool in his oversized sweatshirt. At least I didn't wear the same shirt every day. Dad came out just as I was finishing. "Nice job," he said, as he lifted the full garbage bag into the bin for me. As we walked back through the yard, he stopped and leaned down near the raspberry canes. He reached out an arm and stood up with the beast in his hand. "You must have left this outside when you were playing earlier. Don't leave it out in the rain. It's your best model yet." I stared at the beast in horror. I did not want him back, but Dad would never understand. Slowly, I took him from Dad. Then, just as slowly, an idea formed. "Hey, Dad, I'm having trouble with my math. Could you come up and help me?" Maybe if he came up to my room with me, I could get the beast into my closet while he was still motionless. "Sure," Dad said, patting my shoulder. "Always glad to help with math." That was the problem. Dad was an engineer and Mom was an accountant, so they didn't understand a son who just didn't like math. And I didn't want Dad any more involved than he had to be, but maybe this would be worth it. I left the beast in the kitchen while Dad finished up the dishes, and I put the gloves away and washed my hands. Then I picked up the beast, and Dad and I walked upstairs to my room. The beast was perfectly still, but I swear he was glaring at me while I carried him up the stairs. As soon as I was in my room, I put him down in the closet and shut the doors. He glared at me as his room went dark. Dad sat on the bed and said, "So what's the problem with math?" He glanced around my room, looking for math homework, I guess. Of course, I didn't have any this weekend, so I made the ultimate sacrifice. "I'm just so slow with my timetables," I said, hoping he'd be too busy to care. No such luck. I should have asked Mom. "Let's get out the flashcards and I'll help you practice." "I'm not sure where they are," I said, hoping to get out of it. Dad smiled. "Take a look, and if you can't find them, we'll make some more." I sighed and dug through the school stuff until I found the flashcards. I was awful. I'm always bad at timetables, but I was too worried about what to do with the beast to remember, even the ones I usually knew. "Wow, you really are struggling with this," Dad said. "We'll have to make time to practice every night." No, not Kyle and the beast and math and flashcards. When Dad left, I slowly pushed the chest of drawers back in front of the closet and sagged against it. What was I going to do?